I'm Mike Hart. Here's a look at what we're following on this Monday. Local Congressman Kevin McCarthy gathered together a collection of local leaders and oil professionals this morning to urge the governor to ramp up production in California to ease a dramatic rise in gas prices. According to the Kern Economic Development Foundation, in 2019, Kern was the 7th top oil producing county in the nation, with about 119 million barrels of crude and 3% of the total U.S. production. During his State of the State address recently, Governor Newsom refused to talk about an increase in production to offset rising prices, saying he wouldn't return to energy from the 20th century, saying the industry was run by petro-dictators. McCarthy is calling for oil independence by increasing production in California and eliminating the need for imports from Russia and other foreign countries, and with it, increasing jobs and tax dollars. Dave Noor, the mayor of Taft, says the struggle to produce oil in California has been going on for years, and Governor Newsom has exacerbated that.
We are one of 58 counties in the state of California. We represent 2.5% of the state's population, yet, in spite of that, we produce over 70% of all the oil produced in California, about 70% of the natural gas, close to 60% of the renewables in the state of California. We are that cornucopia. If anybody in the state of California understands the proper integration of all energy sources into an infrastructure, it's Kern County, California. We have written the book on it. If we're doing all the heavy lifting, that means there's a lot of counties out there that are not. They're riding on our backs. But you know what? We're okay with that. We've been doing the heavy lifting for energy in the state of California for over 100 years.
A proposal to suspend the state's gas tax recently in Sacramento failed along party lines. 23 ABC's Vanya Patino is at this morning's press conference, and we'll have a full wrap-up coming later today. Right now, let's switch gears and bring in Veronica Morley with a check of your forecast.
We are finally warming back up into those spring temperatures. So today you can see we have a high of 71 to start off your week. And then tomorrow we're going to warm up into those 80s, 81 for our high. And then on Wednesday we'll see that high of 87. So warming up almost to those 90s, but not quite yet. The rest of this week we'll stay in those 80s. And then on Sunday, as we head into the Bakersfield Marathon, we'll cool down 76. So it'll be a great day to be outside enjoying the race. Lake Isabella, you're going to be in those 70s and 80s for this week. You'll cool off starting next week back into those 70s. Tehachapi and Fraser Park, a little bit cooler, 60s and 70s for your week. You'll hit those 70s about midweek, and you'll stay into that heading into this weekend. And then next week, you'll start to cool back down into those 60s.
And that's a look at some of the stories we're following at this hour. Don't forget, for breaking news, weather, and traffic, anytime you need it, anywhere, download our free mobile and tablet apps.